Hello from the dung heap, everybody. These are my friends. A lot of them.
Friends.
There he is. Hi, sweetie.
Hello. Good morning, everybody.
And we're live. Hello. SPTV. Hello. Hi, everybody. Hello. Can you hear me okay? Let me know, because I could not hear that intro. So sorry about that. I'm just doing a little test here. Waiting for you to see if you guys can hear me okay. Hey, Keela. Hey, Hef. How you doing? Susan P. Oh, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, turn that down. Dunk's testing. Okay, awesome. You can hear me. Yes. Hello. Here we are from the lake. We made it. And I'm shaking the table. Sorry about that. Yeah. So hi, here we are. Today is a little more calm than yesterday. Yesterday was a little crazy trying to get up here, and I'm really excited that the video that everybody worked on together, it dropped yesterday, and Erin did a nice premiere of it, and everybody worked together and got it out, and here it is. So I thought I would name this, well, Live at the Lake, because I'm at the lake, and Let's Hit the Ground Running. So I stayed up last night and I wrote an email to the incumbent keep shaking the table. The incumbent representative, Rebecca Balint, and she had sent a form email. Duncan got the same one. And it was like a couple of days ago. I'm headed to Washington. What should I prioritize? And then it had, lists of different issues. And then it said, or you can, if you have something else on your mind, you can reply to this email. So I replied to the email and I want to share with you what I wrote, and also kind of walk you through, if you live in the U.S., if you care about this cause, which I know you all do. It's pretty easy. I can kind of walk you through what I did, starting with the sptv.space site and how I contacted my representative and found the representatives that are running against her. So first I want to, and I will do some greetings and get your input. So if you have a question or comment or anything, let me know. So just want to show you this is sptv.space. And what I did, let me see if I can pull this up a little bit. There we go. All right. So up here it says resources. So you hit House Representative list. And you can click on this to get an example letter, like a template to work from, if you want to use that. I did use some of the wording on it, and also from some other resources. So this is so cool, guys. Look at this. It's got the list of the letters sent already, and it says State California, Judy Chu, Democrat, U.S. House California District 28. So 2 people from District 28 in California wrote to Judy Chu. One person wrote to this Alex guy in District 30, and then it goes down the line. We've got Illinois, Kentucky. So this looks like 1 each, 2, 6 in Colorado. Oh, great for Colorado. Colorado is winning right now. Colorado District 1. And that's Diana DeGette from the Democratic Party. We got 2 in Florida, District 8. So Florida's doing good. All right. Alabama, you got to get on track here. Alaska. And then it goes down the line. And so what I did to find my state, whoops. Everybody still with me? Let me switch over. Okay. You seeing me? All right. Hi, honey. Honey's like, Duncan's really across the table from me. And I see him in here. I'm like, hi, honey. Hi, honey. All right. Let me go to this and I will find good old Vermont. So this way you just do the drop down, select your state. And we only have one seat in the House because there's only 1 million people in this, in our little tiny state. So our representative is called at large. So we've got, this is her, Rebecca Balint, and she's the incumbent. See that little I there, little information thing? That means incumbent. We've got Adam Ortiz. He's independent. He's one of the candidates. Mark Coester, and Jessica Diamondstone. So I wrote to Rebecca Balint last night, and then I will finish up and write to the other 3. So I just wanted to show you that. For now. And it has links to their website where you can hit contact us and contact them. You can also find out their address by snail mail. And I would just look up, if you don't know what district you're in, you can just Google that. You can just put in your zip code and find out what district you're in. And then you can plug it in, to the website. So hi, everybody. Powerless Paralyzed. Eric Rader. Hey there, friend. We got Jersey Jan. Thank you for modding. So good to see you. Oh, are you new? Simo and the Beast. Hi there. Good to see everybody coming in. Yeah, so I just, for the heck of it, I'll read to you what I sent to our incumbent, and Duncan said he's gonna write a letter a little bit later today, and I just want to hit the ground running. And everybody, if you can, please just it's super easy. You can use the template that's on SPTV space. If you want any of my wording, I can send that to you. I mean, anything you want. I did a little bit of a bullet point format and personalized it a little bit with a tiny bit of my history, but let me show you that. And then I will interact with y'all. I just want to kind of get out what I wanted to present. All right, share this tab instead. So this was a reply to an email that her office sent out to all of her constituents. So this was my response. See if I can make it a little bigger. Oh, I guess not. All right. I will read it to you. Okay, it says, Dear Becca, because she calls herself Becca. It says, Dear Becca. It's kind of like when you get a doctor. My doctor's name is Katie. She's a lot younger than me. So, Dear Becca, thank you for asking what is important to us voters. I am writing to ask if you would support congressional hearings into the Church of Scientology's tax-exempt status. As a cult survivor myself, who suffered terrible abuse for 16 years in a compound in southern Vermont, I strongly believe that nonprofit organizations who have been repeatedly accused of breaking the law and committing human rights violations should have their tax exemption status investigated. Hundreds of ex-Scientologists have escaped and spoken out. Numerous books, blogs, documentaries, and YouTube channels have been created to spread the word and reach the masses. There is currently at least a half dozen lawsuits in the courts against Scientology and their leader, David Miscavige. And I think I could think of at least 5, but I think there's more than that. So half dozen, I might need to fact check that, but there's a lot. There's quite a few out there. Okay. Allegations against Scientology include human, child, and labor trafficking, bringing minors across international and state borders, locking up passports, forced heavy labor, poor living, and working conditions. And I just want to add that, there is evidence of them doing this from even to this day. And one example was from the Ukraine to Ireland. So anyone who says that, that Serge Delmar is full of crap and it's not happening today, think again. It is fucking happening today. So I just wanted to put that in. I didn't say that to Rebecca, but I just want to put that in there. Okay, next is credit card fraud. Chase Bank, among other financial institutions, now refuse to do business with Scientology because of their illegal practices. Next, elder abuse and exploitation. Next, covering up sexual crimes against children and adults alike. It is a, quote, high crime to report a fellow Scientologist to the authorities. Amassing billions of tax-free dollars in real estate. These numerous giant buildings sit empty while becoming a drain on local municipal districts. Using for-profit front groups to proselytize and bring in members and donors. Using tax-exempt dollars to hire private investigators to harass and stalk critics of Scientology. Requiring parishioners to purchase quid pro quo services from a provided price list totaling in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. The U.S. Supreme Court ruled in 1989 that Scientology religious services were quid pro quo and thus not eligible for tax exemption. However, this ruling was disregarded in 1993 when the IRS granted them tax exemption, and the list goes on. For more information, please view this short video to get a quick overview of Scientology's history and abuses and why the American people and Congress should care about looking into their tax exempt status. And there's the link. And then go on. I will be sending letters with this video link to Mark Quester and Adam Ortiz as well. And those are her two main opponents. I'm seeking a yes or no from your office regarding the following question. If elected, will you support holding congressional hearings looking into the tax-exempt status of Scientology? Thank you for your time. I look forward to hearing from you. Sincerely, Marilyn Honig. And I did put my address, but I blocked that part out. I think it's important to put your address because then it's a confirmation that you are within their district. And then I put also, you might be interested to know of the current worldwide protest movement against Scientology. And I got this from the website from sptv.space and put that link. So we have that. And I will show you some pictures later. So that's what I wrote. And I will copy and paste some of it and also kind of personalize it to each candidate in my district. Hi, honey. Duncan is behind us. All right. What else did I want to show you? Oh, I'm excited. In my mod chat this morning, there was a lot of chatter about Chrissy Bixler's Instagram page. Let me share that as well. So she posted this video right here. And this was the video that was published yesterday on Scientology, The Real Truth. And we'll put that up as well. But if you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. It was edited by our very own Kelly Copter, narrated by Liz Gale. George Massey worked night and day. Georgie, thank you so much again. And we had the dream team of Stay Spiria and Mischief Manage, our wonderful mods as well. And also Susie Oberholtz just gathering all kinds of clips and information. And it really was a dream team. It really worked out so well. So if you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. Thank you. Thank you, George, for putting that on there. Yes, and please subscribe to the new channel. That way, and put on your notifications. That way, when a new video drops, you'll be able to see it.
Hello, I'm not gonna say hi.
I was gonna say
walking back and forth. My computer was about to die. So I plug it back in. But hi, folks. We're having fun up here.
Yeah, he's doing the dishes, so I won't yell at him. Even though it's making a little bit of noise, but that's okay. I can deal with that. I can deal with it. All right. So yeah, I was excited that Chrissy put it on her Instagram, and I know she's been very prolific with the posts and her stories and getting the word out about Scientology and this whole controversy with Lincoln Park. I think it's giving a lot of exposure to this situation and to Scientology. And people are wondering, like, what the heck Scientology? I actually was in the backstage of Aaron's stream the other day, and I saw some guy just be like, "What the hell is Scientology anyway?" And I started, and he read it because a lot of people are asking, like, what's this Scientology thing? So we're reaching another whole demographic here. So that's really exciting. Thank you, George, for all the links. Yes, if you haven't subscribed to that, definitely would. There's my mountain man. Yep. Yeah. Can I tell you a little story this morning, honey? He jumped in the lake as soon as we got here and then found out that there's a algae warning. What kind of algae is it? Cyano, and it produces this bacteria. He's not feeling so well today. So, yeah, I guess no more lake swimming, but it's really nice up here. It's beautiful up here. So we'll enjoy the outdoors and might go home a little early because we forgot a lot of stuff this time. We didn't make our list, but it is really, really nice up here. Hey, Aunt Casillas, great to see you. So glad you're all here. Yeah, so I wanted to just kind of lay the groundwork here, show you what's going on. And is there anyone who hasn't seen the video? I mean, I could play it. If put a 1 in the chat if you'd like me to play the video. It's 7 minutes long. And 2 if you've already seen it and you don't need to see it again. So let's see. But if you haven't seen it and want to see it again, I can play it. So let me know. I'm gonna set up some other things here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. 2. Joel. Sorry, Joel. Inglewood 2. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of ones. All right. Maybe bear with us. I've seen it. Play it again. Okay. All right. Let's do it. The stage. So there's Scientology, The Real Truth. And here it is.
That apparently abolished slavery is just a piece of nothing.
9 a.m. to 11 p.m. That's.
What is Scientology? Are you
guys
curious?
hear that okay?
It's okay to ask. It's okay to look. Just look for yourself. Many people have escaped and spoken out, and many books have been written, as well as documentaries like HBO's Going Clear and TV shows like Leah Remini, Scientology in the Aftermath, and even Time magazine. In the past year, many have joined the battle to expose Scientology on YouTube, with over 200 channels currently on offer. The information is out there. You just need to look for yourself.
But what was done to us as kids with our passports locked up inside of those hotels, like, why? We didn't think it was a crime. They told us it was a valuable document. Oh, here, you guys, give us all your passports. Those are just valuable documents. We can just keep them in a safe. And then when you really need it to renew your visa, as we were brought from other countries, as if I'm not from fucking Mexico. But no, yeah, I was brought here to what? To be a slave? Because apparently the Constitution that apparently abolished slavery is just a piece of nothing.
9 a.m. to 11 p.m. That's normal. That's normal, if not even underplaying how many hours a Sea Org member typically works. And there's no separate schedule in the Sea Org for minors. It is all the same.
Teams of people were sent out to retrieve me, to force their way into my parents' home, to search for me at every airport, bus station, train depot, wherever.
When I was 16, I was put into the RPF, the so-called hole, with self-admitted PEDOs. Everything that happened to us is still being done to kids as we speak, with everyone pretending that everyone's an adult inside these places.
The List is an art project, a 75-foot scroll that details almost 200 children born into Scientology that have since escaped and spoken out, as well as those who have passed before their time.
These are all kids that grew up in Scientology. All of these kids grew up in Scientology, brought to work in hotels, abused in indefensible, unthinkable ways.
Scientology launched in 1953 as an expansion of the best-selling book Dianetics, The Modern Science of Mental Health. published by science fiction writer L. Ron Hubbard in 1950.
I am the writer of the textbooks of Scientology.
What began as a self-help philosophy was soon converted to a religion to capitalize on the financial benefits that entailed. Scientology was granted tax exemption in 1957, which was revoked in 1967. Scientology fought back and Operation Snow White began, the largest infiltration of the government in United States history, which was finally exposed by a coordinated FBI raid of various Scientology properties in 1977. 11 senior executives were jailed, including Mary Sue Hubbard, the wife of the founder. In 1989, the Supreme Court ruled that Scientology services constituted a quid pro quo agreement and were not eligible for income tax deductions. Despite this, an aggressive campaign against the IRS continued by targeting IRS agents personally with lawsuits and other forms of harassment. In 1993, IRS Commissioner Fred Goldberg finally relented to the pressures of Scientology and reinstated their tax exemption, overriding the Supreme Court decision and writing off $1 billion in outstanding taxes.
On October the 1st, 1993, at 8:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the IRS issued letters recognizing Scientology, and every one of its organizations has fully tax-exempt. The war is over.
Scientology has been repeatedly denied tax-exempt status in a majority of countries around the world. Most of Europe has denied Scientology tax exemption, with Germany declaring it an abusive business masquerading as a religion. Danish politicians are currently looking into their inhumane working conditions as it relates to children and other alleged abusive practices. Scientology, unlike any other religion, operates as a commercial enterprise, and adherents are required to pay for services at fixed prices, as well as being pressured to donate millions of dollars. The average cost of advancing to Scientology's highest levels can run upwards of $1 million for each believer. When elder members of the Sea Org become infirm and are no longer any use to the organization, they are encouraged to drop their body, a Scientology term for dying.
I kind of just deprogrammed myself and I thought, I got to get out of here.
But she's one of dozens, if not hundreds of other elderly that are in the same situation.
So maybe they'll stop embezzling money from old people. Maybe they'll give them some care, help them wash their clothes, take better care of them, and stop actually abusing them.
Children as young as 9 years old are pressured into signing a Sea Org contract, committing them to 1 billion years of servitude, lifetime after lifetime. The teachings of L. Ron Hubbard deny the very right of children to be children, and claims they are reincarnated adults in little bodies, leading to acceptance and proliferation of all forms of child abuse, including sexual abuse.
For many years, I have understood that the sexual abuse of me was known and covered up by Scientology, but I didn't know the depths of it. I didn't know the details of how it was done. Now I understand that the cover-up was by design at all levels of the organization, from the bottom to the top.
It is a high crime in Scientology to report another Scientologist to law enforcement. Congressman Jamie Raskin has obviously taken the time to find out about Scientology. Will you? Thank you for watching. However, we have barely scratched the surface. The question is this: would you support holding congressional hearings into the illegal activities of Scientology and reconsider their tax-exempt status based on your findings? A simple yes or no. Your vote on this question will help us determine our votes in November. The time has come to shine a spotlight on and audit Scientology.
Just take a look at some of the stuff that's there and see if any of it makes any sense to you, and take it from there. I don't know what else to say.
All right. There it is again. I just never get tired of listening to it. Liz Gale, great job. Great job. Thank you so much for doing that. I was just getting over a cold, but I wasn't sure if anyone else could tell. No, I thought you sounded amazing. I thought you sounded great. That's a tearjerker. Yeah, the first time I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I was in tears. I was excited. Just amazing. Yes, thank you to everyone who worked on it. It just came out so good. And I really hope that it packs a punch with Congress and anyone else who sees it. And I love how it all came together, how there's just so many aspects of it. And I think that it'll reach, all generations. It's got some kind of old school stuff and also some bright new things kind of mixed into the media aspect of it. And I just think it's going to be, it just sounds very different to you. Yeah. Yeah. Great job, everybody. That's amazing. Yeah. So I'm going to scroll up and see if there's any comments. Hey, Farrell Cheryl. Good to see you, friend. Glad you're here. Oh, it's a lot of people in here. Hey, guys. Thank you for being here. James Steele. Hey there, Granny G. Have my granddaughter. Granny G, you got your granddaughter. That's awesome. James Steele, I formed a cult for introverts, but nobody ever shows up. No. Yeah. So if you don't have to reveal what district you're in, but if you want, while we're talking, if you want to go to the what is it called? The resource tab of sptv.space and do that little drop down and find out who your incumbent is and who your representatives that are running for representative. And if you want to put them in the chat, I'm really interested to see where everybody's from. If you have already written a letter, let me know. I'm just really curious. And don't forget, when you do write your emails, make sure that you blind CC. I think it's on the website on sptv.space. I think it's house reps at sptv.space. I believe that's what the blind CC should be. And then they will some congressional election campaign, house reps.sptv.space. Yes. And you see how they're keeping track of it. I thought that was really cool. You can look at that briefly again. Right. Are you seeing that okay? Yeah, so you look up resources, and then I have Vermont plugged in. But if you go to the original, they're keeping track of all the representatives that have been contacted so far. And like I said, so far, Colorado is winning with 6 in District 1. But yeah, I think this is amazing. And so we have less than 2 months, guys. What we got? About 7 weeks, 6, 7 weeks. So 6 weeks, I think. Let's get this done. Let's do it. I'm really excited. I want to see how many letters we can get out there. So what do you think? What do you think? Use your zip code to find. Yeah. Okay. Let me minimize that. Thank you, George. Use your zip code to find your own congressional district here. Awesome. Thank you. Amazing. Kansas Esky Gal. Hi there. Sorry doing puppy wrangling. That was awesome. Great work. It was awesome. Puppy wrangling. Yeah. I miss my puppies. They're home at my daughter's. But yeah, I'm just curious, like even if you just want to put the state you're from in the chat, that would be awesome. Because I'm just curious. Because I want to get at least one letter. I want to see at least one letter for each representative and each incumbent and each candidate. It'd be awesome. So, I mean, this might be a long haul and probably will, most likely take a while to get this out there and to get those hearings done. But I think it'll be a good idea to just keep going and keep moving. Pennsylvania. All right. Awesome. Virginia. Well, Pennsylvania is a swing state, right? And I keep meaning to look up, see if I can do it now. Members of Ways and Means Committee. Because if you're in a state with a representative that's on the Ways and Means Committee, they actually have oversight over the IRS. Looking for that. If anyone finds it before I do, which is a really good chance of that. Ways and Means. Okay. Chairman Jason Smith. Let me see. Okay, just as the chairman. I'm looking, but anyways, I can have that ready for next time unless somebody finds it. But even if you can list it in the chat, that would definitely help. Eat more pizza now. I've emailed my elected officials and received form letters. Time to follow up. That's right. You could send them the video, you know? Good idea. My rep is Anna Paulina Lunatic. Okay. Not really, right? I don't like political jokes. Seem far too many get elected. Political jokes get elected. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Well, I think we can guess what your state is, Atkins, in Texas. Yep. Liz Gale from Oregon. Right. California. Awesome. Awesome. Ohio. Is that 10? Is that District 10? Did I already say Virginia? Nice. Who else we got? Atkins in Texas is state of confusion. Gotcha. Someone's yelling, Cheryl. Hef says, lots of crap happening in my hometown. They will probably welcome a different topic. Yeah. And I mean, I don't know how to edit Worth Beans, but I really want to learn because I want to tackle some other topics that were either brushed on, in that just touched on in that video, or things that we had to leave out because it was just to make a short video like that. We couldn't really cover everything because Scientology is so messed up. There's so many things wrong with it. It was impossible to cover it all. Kansas ASCII Cal is in Kansas. Okay. I could have guessed that. State of confusion. In Casillas, California's 18th district. I'm glad you know that. Glad you know that. Hey, Joe Buchanan. Great to see you. Cheryl, he's an embarrassment. Oh, was that your representative? Yeah. Most politicians are apathetic, so be annoying as right. Exactly. I wanted to just keep popping up on their desk, keep it in their face. And like I said, I think this Lincoln Park thing is also bringing it to the forefront. So just keep trying, right? Keep being obnoxious. And I think I've said this before. If you're not in the US, I'm sure you know people that are. I'm sure on your social media you have followers that are from the US, most likely because this is like a worldwide thing. And the internet touches everybody. So you can share the video, you can talk to people that you know that are in the US and encourage them to write to their incumbents and candidates in their district. I can too. Appropriate have. I can do obnoxious really well. Many will agree. I can too. That's my kids. I am such a nag. I'm so good. Here's some good advice. Eat more pizza now. Never fall in love with a politician. They will always break your heart. Oh, yeah. Um, I really, I'm getting to where I really want to keep nagging about this, keep harping on it for my own, in my own life. It's like, I kind of procrastinated on writing the letter, but I thought, as soon as this video was out, I would do it that day, and I did. So I'm going to get the other ones out soon. And, I don't, I say this all the time. I don't like to talk about politics on my channel. But in as much as it has to do with fighting cults, I will keep going with it. Hey there, Ian Mitchell Music. I noticed they're going to Scientology states and cities. I thought that was interesting. Oh, Lincoln Park. Yeah, well, they're in California. Where else are they going? I know they're going to New York City, right? I haven't looked at their tour. Are they going to Florida? What else are big Scientology states? I guess all up and down the West Coast, right? There's one in Oregon, Washington. Let's see. Well, Kansas City, Missouri. And that's not the West Coast, but I'm going further east. Of course, Florida. Oh, Brooklyn, the Barclays Center. Okay, someone was talking about organizing a protest in New York City. And did y'all see last night? I only saw parts of it, but literally Serge and literally Michael were at the concert, and they met up with Jamie Bennington, and they were like doing art on, like, he had this poster board or something, and he was drawing art on it, and then he was passing it around, and they were, and I can't remember who else was there, but I know Serge and Michael were there, and they were drawing on his drawing. I just thought that was very sweet. And Serge wrote something like "Feel the love" or something. Like, I loved that. I liked how they approached it in a very peaceful, kind way. They weren't, screaming, jumping up and down. They were just kind of just making an impact in their own way. So it was more moral for Chester. Okay, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. That is awesome. James's wife was there. Okay. Yeah, I was jumping around different streams, and I was actually outside and then inside and was distracted. So James' wife was there. That's awesome. I'm sure there's going to be protests in New York. Yeah. Yeah. Who's organizing New York City? I can't remember. I saw it in the chats. And I don't want to misquote it. Begin with an A. It's a very short name. That's all I remember. And they were emailing Aaron. It was Morrow for Chester. Okay. Yeah. A Rogue. No, we got some new people in here. Hey there. District, New York City, District 12. Jerry Nadler. Awesome. Right. So if you look up on the website and you look up New York District 12, it'll tell you who's running too, in case you don't know. And it has a link. Most of them have a link to their website, and you can contact them through that. And if you prefer snail mail or both, I might do the snail mail thing. And I might even find out where, I know that there's a field office. Honey, Duncan's right next to me. There's a field office for Rebecca Balint right in Brattleboro. So it's not too far from us. So we can go check that out. I think she's actually from Brattleboro, Vermont. So, hey, Amy M. Good to see you. Yeah, so there's lots of ways to approach this. There's a lot. You can do all the things, or you can pick one or two, You can write a letter, you can show up you can call and make an appointment, I think, in some field offices. You might just get the intern, but I think just showing up there in person may have some impact, because I'm sure they would let her know or let him know, the representative that, someone came by the office today and was concerned about Scientology. And what I keep saying is, hey, taxpayers' money here. It's like, billions of dollars, billions and millions, millions and billions of dollars. Sorry. Probably shouldn't say it, but I thought that was funny. Duncan's laughing. It's close to Grand Army Plaza. Oh, where they're playing? Yeah. It's on Monday. Okay, so it's this coming Monday. Mentioned forced abortions actually get his attention. Yeah, if you know of an issue that would really ring true with them, I'll be honest, with Rebecca Balint, I brought up, human rights violations because she is big on that. She's big on the environment, things like global warming and stuff like that. So I know that all politicians have to think about money, so that was another thing that I made sure was in the bullet point. So Ian Mitchell Music, do you think the protests will have an impact whether if they say anything or not? I would say so. I would think so, because it's just their presence there, Peaceful protests have really made an impact throughout history. So definitely. James Steele, honest politicians appear under mythical creatures in my encyclopedia. Yeah, I get it. I'm gonna hit that angle. Yeah, I mean, everybody has an angle. Let's use it, right? Scientology will pretend that abortions are no longer an issue, but there's report as late as 2023 of a couple being separated and the wife was pressured to have an abortion. Yes, I remember that. I think what people were calling, I can't remember his name, but he was moved away from his wife, was pregnant. They were, this was, allegedly they were trying to coerce her and have an abortion. And he was moved to, I'm not sure if it was LA or San Francisco, somewhere in California. You okay, honey? And he's pacing, standing up, pacing in front of me, making me nervous. Going out, see what's going on outside. He's going out on the porch. See the porch? Yeah, so there's that. I don't know if I fixed it right. Okay. Oh, really? So they're going to London. So this is Lincoln Park dates. They're going to London. This is where they're touring to. Hamburg, Germany, Bogota, Colombia. Wow. Seoul, Korea as tour dates scheduled for Lincoln Park. Mhm. Child abuse, definitely not partisan. That is true. Find your representative's Achilles heel and correlate it with Scientology. That's definitely possible to do. I would agree with that. Absolutely. Just going up there. Whatever you do, like and subscribe. Yeah, so you can hit the like button. If Scientology is a cult, please hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate that. And hop on over to Scientology, The Real Truth. Subscribe there. And subscribe to Liz Gale if you haven't. I'm sure everybody here has. Yeah, so that's great. All great ideas, everyone. So I want you to hold me accountable. Ask me tomorrow or whatever, the next time that I stream, ask me if I wrote to the other candidates, and I'll ask you guys. And no pressure, though. I don't believe in pressuring anyone to do anything. But since we're all here and we're all passionate about it, and we're making it, Fluffer Squirrel and all of her team are making this, as easy as possible. I get really like analysis paralysis sometimes, but I realize it's not rocket science. It's not. What is Chow Yun Smut says? Cricket. She says it's not rocket surgery. It's not rocket surgery. We can do this. And if there's any way that I can help, please feel free to email me. at coffeecultsandcrafts@gmail.com, and I will do whatever I can to help. I'm just going down the line here. Hey, Candy's Life. Great to see you, friend. You there? Oh, Purple Light. Marilyn, I just sent a list of Ways and Means committees. Oh, members. Okay. Email. All right. Do I have my email up? If you can wait 1 second and indulge me here, I will find it. I'll just read it to you because I don't want to dox anybody's email. Right. Thank you, Purple Light, for sending that. Okay. I will pull this up and put it on my community page. Ways and Means full committee. We've got from Florida, Vern Buchanan. So we got Vern Buchanan, Adrian Smith from Nebraska. So we got Florida, Nebraska, Pennsylvania, Mike Kelly, Arizona, David Schwalkert, something like that. And that's Arizona. Illinois, Darren LaHood. Ohio, Brad Winstrup. Texas, Jody Arrington. And Georgia, Drew Ferguson. And who's the chairman? I don't see his name and I forgot his name, but it's not there. Hold on. I think his name is Jason Smith. I don't see him on there, but yeah, if you're in Florida, Nebraska, Pennsylvania, Arizona, Illinois, Ohio, Texas, or Georgia, look up your district and see if your candidate, if your incumbent is on the Ways and Means Committee, because they have oversight over the IRS. So I think that's really important to consider as well. Then you got a little bit of a leg up. So, hey, Kelly. Hi, sweetie. So there's the rock star. She did an amazing job editing. I told them all, I'm like, I really don't want this to be a secret of, you all are helping, because let's face it, Liz Scales' voice is legendary. Everybody's going to know it's her. But as far as the video itself, the promotion of it, and the, to the powers that be, we didn't really want to have credits on it. We don't want anybody, I don't want the spotlight. No one involved wanted the spotlight at all. We want that one channel to be a resource, a public resource. And I don't know about the copyrights. I know that it does a copyright claim when you play it on your channel. If you take clips of it and do a short or something, I think that's okay. As far as I know, I'll have to ask Kelly and Liz if they know that. But as far as like making money on it, that's not a thing. I didn't monetize today, and I'm not going to, because I really just want to get the word out. And so I'm very grateful for all the help, and this was a good start, to the rest of the time here till November. Is it November 4th? It usually is, but it's like a Tuesday, right? So we gotta find out the exact date. But hey, Jesse, great to see you. Marilyn, is there a copy of the letter you wrote on your community tab? I have to I can definitely put it on there. I will do that. And I will copy and paste the text. That way, if anybody wanted to copy parts of it, you can totally do that. So let me make sure I write that down, and then I'll get that done. Absolutely. Yeah, thanks all. Kelly's edits are amazing. Yeah, she just put it all together in a nice package. Wrapped with a bow. I loved it. Going down the line here. Anna from Canada. Hi there. Everyone's saying hi to Eric Rader again. Still. Eric, oh my God, your story broke my heart. But I asked for it. I was like, I couldn't wait to hear your story, but oh my goodness. I just wanted to hug you. I'm so sorry about You know, I mean, parents can be awful sometimes, and mix that with a cult. But you're really cool. You're funny. You seem to be well adjusted compared, considering what you've gone through. And thank you for sharing your story with all of us. And if you haven't seen that, definitely check out on Growing Up in Scientology, Eric Rader's story from a few days ago. It's just, man, this cult, who's getting sick of this cult? It's got to go down. They're awful. They're just awful. But I'm glad that there's momentum building, and with this push to get the letters out to the representatives and the candidates, and this whole exposure of what's going on with Lincoln Park and the protests, I think that, we're hitting the ground running, right, guys? And we're just going to keep getting the word out and keep going, because it'll pay off. I know it will. Repeat offenders, do not reelect them. Yeah, I hear you. Kind of surprised there wasn't any protests. Yeah, I mean, there was in some ways. I mean, I felt like what Serge and Michael did was like a statement, a peaceful protest of sorts. So I think it's good. I think just getting, the word out. So register to vote. Yep. Liz who? Oh, funny have. These guys crack me up first thing in the morning. I love to wake up to their banter. It's just so funny. Yeah, so I will definitely keep an eye on the protests for Lincoln Park and anywhere else, that the protests are going on. I think it's really important to support those and to keep spreading the word. Right? I have so many windows open. I don't even know if I showed you guys everything I wanted to show you, but I do have a couple of pictures that Dunk sent me that we took last night. I took a couple of night ones, but up here at the lake. And his camera is crazy. Like, he can take a picture of the moon, zoom in, and it looks like a telescope. It's just amazing. So I'll show you those because those are really fun. I always like to put in some nice special interest things. All right, one sec, guys. I just want to share this tab instead. Thinking out loud. There we go. So we walked down. We're about, I don't know how many yards from the beach. So we walked down last night, and I'm not sure if you can see this, but so there's, of course, the moon. It's shining on the lake, and then if you look really closely, you might be able to see it looks like the Big Dipper. I can't believe that it actually that the stars showed up. And I was like, I asked Duncan, I was like, is this a mistake? Is this like some kind of weird like dust or something? But if you look at it, it's like an upside down Big Dipper right here. So I'm not sure if we were pointed in the right direction for this, but I looked everywhere in the sky and I didn't see it. So this must be it. I don't know. But I thought that was wild that my camera showed it up. And my camera is just, my iPhone. But Duncan has like a really nice camera. So I want to show you his pictures. And that's another one that I took from the dock. It's just the temperature was like 72, 75. It was just perfect. And there was no wind. You can see the lake is really, really calm, just so pretty. It's just so nice to just go down there and just sit on the dock and just stare out at the water. So pretty. And that's the moon. Look at that. That was from his phone. Isn't that awesome? Just love it. I just like staring at it. Sorry. All right, let me go back to this. So we're kind of going backwards in time. This was the sunset last night from the water. And that's our rec hall. It's got like a pool table, foosball, stuff like that, ping pong. Yeah, and oh, look at that. It's so pretty. I love sunsets. And that's from the dock. And Oh, that's the house. That's what he's working on. Yep. So listen, we had to get out of town in order for him to stop working on it because he was so tired. I had to jump in and drive yesterday. Usually he tends to do a lot of the driving up here when we come up here, but Dunk was so tired. He really, really needed to take a break. Yeah, isn't that amazing? I fill up my phone with pictures when I come up here. It's just crazy. Yes, great job telling your story, Eric. That was epic. Epic, Eric. Comment, can you send me that image, please? Yeah, send me an email and let me know. Let me know what image. Lincoln Park. I think they sold out of every show. Yeah, I believe it. I think they sold out before they even came like back on the scene, right? It was like when they announced the tour. I don't even know if anybody knew what was going on yet, you know? But I love looking at the stars. Yeah, I do too. Duncan got a timeout. Yeah, we had to get out of town. Jesse, do you own or rent the cabin? We neither. It was in Duncan's family. His parents bought it back in the mid 90s, and they've been coming up here to this area since Duncan was born. His grandparents owned like a big tract of land on the lake. So this was just a little cabin that they renovated, and now it's nice. It's got 2 bedrooms and big loft, and it's really, really pretty inside. It's got 2 bathrooms, which I love having 2 bathrooms, but it's just in the family. And actually, if anyone's met Uncle Al, my brother-in-law, Dunk's brother, it's his, but it's for the family to use. So yeah. So my kids come up sometimes with us, and now we're kind of getting to where we kind of have to take turns because with their significant others and all that, there's so many of us, and plus we've got so many dogs that someone usually stays home with the dogs, and it's usually me. So I'm here. I'm up here now, but we need to put baby in the corner sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, well, he was starting to get injured. Like he shot a nail like almost through his hand, like on the side, and then he was bumping his head. And I'm like, yeah, you need to take a break. I get so worried. I think I get irrationally worried about things, and I've never been diagnosed with anything like this, but I wouldn't be surprised if I had some kind of complex PTSD because I'm like in the car like the old shit handle, you know. But anyways, I just wanted to show you all the stuff. And yeah, I strongly encourage you, if you're in the US, to go on sptv.space, go to the resource page, look for your incumbent. If you don't in your district, if you don't know what your district is, George did put the link in the chat, but also you can just Google it. You know, put your zip code in, say, what district am I? Congressional district, and look it up on the website. And they have the links to contact them. And you can contact them many different ways. And I will help in any way I can. Please send me an email if you want me to send you any of the wordage that I used. I'd be happy to help facilitate this. But I tell you, sptv.space, that team, they're doing a fabulous job. I want to name everybody: Fluffer Squirrel UK, Z News, is it Bridget, and all the people that are sending in templates and things. Thank you, everybody. Let's get this done. Thank you so much, George Massey. Yeah, find your district there, and let me refresh and see who is live. Okay, we got Rabbits live, and I don't know if Miss Natalie is coming on. She might be coming on soon. Refresh it again. Okay, so yeah, you can hop over to Rabbit. No pun intended. See if she's still live. Atkins question. You have a question? I don't see. Nat is coming out later this afternoon. Okay, good to know. Thank you. I will definitely check that out. I gotta run to town. we forgot. This is another thing. I forgot my meds, so we might have to go back tomorrow night. Because I can't really miss more than 2 days. So yikes. We just kind of ran out the door. I packed a big cooler of like all healthy food, and somehow we left it there. So my daughter had to go up and empty our cooler last night. So yeah, we're a little bit, I'm a little bit, disoriented, discombobulated, as Duncan would say. But yeah, I'll be in and out of the chats today and just checking out what's going on. And yeah, going to Rabbit's house. Okay, everybody, we will talk to you soon and have a great day. Bye. Zenu, Marlene, everybody partake. Cheers. This is good coffee. This is why, my hubby makes the coffee.